that album way more than I thought I was gonna like it. To be
It was
honest,
made for you.
How so? Because I don't listen to country.
No, I know, but it was made for. I'm just thinking it's made for a certain demographic, and this demographic is age. It's not a person; it's age, and it's a demographic of change.
I think that's funny because like I don't disagree with you because like I'm not a huge Beyonce fan. I'm not a huge country fan. I am a Beyonce fan in country, but I'm not huge of either. I love certain aspects of both. But this is probably my album of the year so far. But I actually wanted to say before, I was like, when did XXXTentacion die? Because he was like on the edge right before like TikTok really blew up, right? Yeah. And I'm like, he was not
dope.
He was unlike a lot of artists that I've ever.
He was dope.
That was 6 years ago.
Yeah, he was dope.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah,
6 years ago. Because I mean, those 4 years of pandemic stuff, like kind of.
I mean, but a lot of Mac Miller, well, he's older still,
but he was still kind of like of a sound.
I think
you
he was
know,
a 27 club though.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like X was like 20.
Yeah, different.
Juice World 20.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, yeah. I'm not saying 7 years is fucking.
Oh, and like how old was how old was Lil Peep? They were all before. Juice WRLD was kind of in it, but like.
Peep was young, like 25, 26.
And Lil
maybe?
Peep, like, they were before. It's like the 27 club's like going younger or something like that.
Or Gus, his name was
21. Lil Peep.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Still making impacts and stuff, you know?
Totally.
But yeah, Cowboy Carter, like, it's fantastic, man. I thought it would be good, but it was like, I even liked, when it first came out, 16 Carriages, I wasn't really into it just because I think it was that and Texas Hold'em. And I was like, obviously, I'm going to gravitate to the poppier, catchier one. But then, like, it's really good. Like, the whole album. Like, it's got heat.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I meant by change, though. And she's gripping that. She's grabbing an audience right now that is kind of ambiguous. Kind of in between eras, in a sense. Like, losing childhood, gaining adulthood. What does that mean?
But also, like, it spans a wide range. It's not for her diehard fans, but it will appease them. Not for country fans, but if you're open-minded,
you can listen to it.
Because there's a lot of people, like, I guess it's like, I don't know if you want to say just older white men, but like they're disparaging it quite heavily on social media. But like, you know, Nancy Sinatra is like, you know.
But that's why you put out a solid project, because there always are going to be those haters. And she's an African-American woman.
Singing the Beatles, singing Nancy Sinatra, singing...
It's not like she hasn't confronted racism before. She's an entertainer. So she already knows to what extent people are going to disparage her art before they hear it, before they even can digest it. So she's going to give them the best product. And then laugh when they end up.
I mean, like
liking it. You know what I mean?
A lot of them, she does mirror that sentiment exactly, and she's like, "There's gonna be haters, but fuck it."
And I haven't even like. I'm just. You can tell like these artists. You know, you can't stay clean on that magnitude for so long without actually kind of just maybe being that what you say you are.
You know, like
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like.
Oh yeah. That's when it switches. Yeah, is when it switches.
But also, Spaghetti is like, it's definitely not inflected with any country. It's just like, it's like almost like a trap influence more than anything.
I heard that's what people were saying that listened to it. They're like, one, I liked the country kind of stuff. I wouldn't listen to it, but it was cool.
Yeah.
But two, their takeaway was, I kind of want to hear a Beyonce rap album.
Yeah. Well, and also like, so in Yaya specifically,
because they're like, she's getting her shit off.
Yeah. I know Yaya. I think maybe in the Desert Eagle too, but like I think you would really appreciate their use of sampling, the way that it goes. Like from a person that enjoys like the electronic music, like how you cut a sample up and it turns into it. Like they do that, and I'm like, that's for someone who doesn't do that. And then dropping bars is pretty damn cool. It's super, super impressed. I definitely like her song Bodyguard.
Bodyguard was good.
I think it was like one of my favorites. The song she does with her daughter. What's it called?
Protector?
Yeah, is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Protector. Yeah,
Are you a fan of
with
that,
Remy.
or do you think that's bad parenting, Sean?
Well, I mean, she didn't have her daughter popping around. She didn't have her daughter popping around with people smoking weed. So I don't know. I mean,
man. She does have a song on it. I mean, it's an interlude called "Smoke Hour" with Willie Nelson of all people.
Well, clearly because Willie.
Okay, so do you know like he pops up? I've never heard of him before, but he's on 2 tracks and he's got good bars. Shabuzi.
No,
but there was like a. He's on that Sweet Honey one, right?
He's on Spaghetti, which is that
maybe
one's
someone
fire.
that Rock Nation wants to be for.
And then Sweet Honey Buckin', yeah. Which like he's got a
little something going.
features on it. Like I like his parts on it. I don't know who the fuck he is.
Yeah. But I mean, all not her Jolene remix. The way I thought it was pretty.
She spun it.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
Got
Instead
by
of being
Dolly.
like the simp, she was like, "No,
Like,
you can't take
not,
my
like,
man.
Not begging
Try
you
and take
not
my
taking-
man."
She's
Yeah.
like warning you not to.
Yeah. Shout out to Miley Cyrus and the song she does with that. The reason I shout out specifically Miley Cyrus in it is because I was thinking about white female singers. I know I'm like pocketing and pigeoning
Jessica
people
Simpson?
into it. No, I was thinking about like really talented singers, right? Somebody's a very
Adele.
talented singer. That is the biggest one is Taylor Swift.
She's not a talented singer.
She's a good vocalist, but she's
No,
not like.
but
doesn't
let
stand
me
out. Sorry.
let me finish.
I'm gonna let you land. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Let him land.
Let him cook.
You don't
Let
got
him
the
land.
answer, Sway.
I'll let you land. I'm sorry.
And when I listened to this track with Miley, I was like, dude, Miley doesn't get the credit she deserves actually for being like as good as a singer.
can sing.
She can
Phenomenal.
sing. And I was just it made me laugh. I was like, in my head, I was like, huh, it's super crazy that everyone got behind Taylor, like, because I don't know what
Look,
that thing is. Yeah,
It's the easy push, bro. It's
her,
marketable.
and then I'm not a Posty fan, but Post
Post was
shines
great,
on
man.
his little Levi Jean song with
Sounds
with
better than
Beyonce.
his
And that's what
album.
Post's been doing too. He knows that he knows where he wants to be, and he knows where his fans are, and he's finally bridging that gap.
Yeah.
He's like, let me show my black fans that I can be cool and country at the same time.
Can we
And
guys
that's what
Hey guys,
take this
it
like
takes a little time.
ice cream man music out? Yeah, because is this just me?
I can't.
I can't hear it.
Oh,
I can hear it faintly, but
Yeah,
we won't-
barely. You won't
can't
hear it. You won't hear it. Yeah. All in all, I think it's a really good album. It does make me want to see if she like just puts out like a ridiculous.
what's her? Because you were like, it's in stages. You have Renaissance,
I
Cowboy
feel
Carter.
like it could be
And
maybe
what's
the
third
setup
one?
to a rap album.
Yeah.
Or
Or
back
a
to
little
R&B.
R&B.
Oh, but she has some great flashes on here of like, ooh, what can she do? Because like I like probably like, there's no tracks I dislike, but I like about 75% of them.
I think that's why the greats do stuff like that. They just gotta remind people, because some people, forget.
Totally. And like I think there is like 18 songs of it is the country before it goes into the second half, but there's interludes in there and everything like that. It's like a 28 album song, so she does give you kind of
a lot of
also
albums for one song.
yeah, and she gives you an EP. She gives you an album and an EP, in my opinion. But it's
Because the second part is not
it's completely
as wide range.
But I agree, man. This album to me, I'm not a Beyonce fan. Let me just I don't. She's talented. She's amazing. I'm not taking that away from her or anything like that. But like I've never been like I'm gonna listen to a Beyonce album. But this album, I was like, to your point, the great sometimes just gotta be like,
I could do it.
let me just remind you all. Let me just remind you all.
And then let me remind you in something that you may think is more palatable than my normal taste.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, she did. I saw a tweet about
and be mad about it.
And be mad.
And be mad about it. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
And you're mad about it because it's good. Because if it was
it's-
shitty,
'cause if it's-
you wouldn't be mad.
You wouldn't be mad.
You wouldn't be mad.
DA got that dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I saw a tweet about it. It's like she does country as a traditional interpretation. She adds twists
Then
on
she
it,
does her-
and then she
yeah.
does her own shit. And it's like it like as you were saying, it does it successfully on all fronts. Like you can't, like you could just argue about it on opinion and taste, but
Of
like
course.
sonically, fucking.
That's why I stopped just saying people are shit a long time ago when they're on a certain caliber. It's like, I just may not like it. It's just not for me. I just say it's not for me.
Just really quick shout out also. this album is chock full of producers.
Of course.
Like, chock full. I'm pretty sure on every rap track, Sean Carter is one of the producers.
That's all the people on Joe Budden were saying. They're like, there's absolutely no way Beyonce wrote
them bars.
And they're like, are you saying Beyonce can't write them bars?
She could probably. That. I mean, she's been living with the man for a long.
Like,
so my first thought was,
that, but we're just like,
yeah.
Jay probably wrote them bars.
My first thought was, well, they have been married and been together for a long time, and things do. But then I listened back and I was like, yo, these are some bars, though.
That's what I heard, though. There was like
some bars.
There was enough bars to be like where Joe Budden's like, I kind of wanted to hear a Beyonce rap album.
For real. And she's got a cool voice.
Kind of surprised
Can't doubt it.
She hasn't done it yet, like a whole album.
They're so big, it's timing for them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This was the right time.
It's
Country's getting big.
Because it's like, oh, you time it with touring for a few years after each one.
Everything for them is like a 5-year projection.
Totally.
Probably, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like,
well, when you're at that
level, yeah. And there's only a few at that level. That's why I don't want people to think, oh, not everyone acts like that. No, it's like 10 people that can
correct
do this across all of the music. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's very rare when you actually think about the people like my favorite artists. Majority can't do this. Like that's the reality of it. And I also was thinking about I think you had said either like today you said it or in the past, she's a true entertainer and maybe one of the last true entertainers that we have where it's through and through
breed of
all the way across
entertainers.
Yeah.
Because our true entertainer, and this is no diminishing, but kids are looking at Taylor Swift as being a true entertainer.
I'll give her credit into the sense of
I'm not diminishing it.
Yeah, like I guess also like let me say like when it comes to entertaining, I'm thinking about also this person is driving the way but the person's driving the way the show is going to look, the way the set's going to look, the way the outfits are going to look, the way everything's going to look, the way the merch goes, the way everything is. That's all part of the entertainment experience. And then on top of that, they are giving you
good music. Good video, just
others. A whole experience.
Taylor does do that.
Yeah.
But when I don't like to do it, but when I compare it to generations of previous.
Okay, yeah.
The attributes just look a little, not saying the numbers aren't bigger, because the numbers are obviously bigger.
Clearly.
The attributes start diminishing. She's not the best vocalist. She's not the best dancer.
I wouldn't call her a dancer.
You know what
I feel like she does that in the way to like hold on if she does dance.
She does, and it's kind of you shouldn't. You know what I mean? So it's like
that's a rough spot too because I'm sure because she's huge, big shows, arenas. If you don't dance, boring as hell. So you kind of have to, but at the same time, you aren't a dancer.
And that's why I don't compare hers to like Ariana or something, even though they're directly comparable. It's no comparison to me.
That's also where it comes into play, where people do learn how to play instruments, or they have played instruments.
Well,
I don't know.
Taylor kills her on writing.
Oh yeah.
Taylor actually does write her.
Well, I mean, also
lyrics.
Like she plays, you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Ariana does not. She's a voice.
Yeah.
Would you say that Harry Styles is an entertainer?
Yes, I would.
I don't know how
he's an entertainer for sure, but he's a manufactured. He came out of the boy band scene. So
he was the
curious
best of
though,
the boy
like band,
how much does he write?
I would assume very little.
What's your when you say right now? Are you talking about music or lyrics?
Lyrics.
Music
probably not, but I think
I bet you he probably has his hand more on the lyrics than it is.
He would have to because I don't. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
I would say you're right. Maybe 50%.
Yeah, I think his hand would be heavier on the lyrics than it is on the music. But he's a musician. He can play the piano. He can play the guitar.
On the flip, like a JT, I feel like JT was heavily more on just the writing, the music.
Yeah,
Timbo, help me out
at the beginning.
Look at him now. Who's helping him now?
No, I'm talking
Timbo.
about when he
no, I know.
Yeah,
he's like, last one with Toby. Toby was cool. Toby was solid, but like,
did you listen to any of his new album?
I literally put it on and skimmed through every song and said, "Not it."
I
it sounds like old and like not much effort.
Tired, bro.
It's like, but basic, right?
It sounded tired, basic.
It's so sterile.
That's
sterile.
The right word.
It's just like, I'm like, God damn, bro, you like. You're not trying anything here.
He had no life,
no exuberance, no.
He had no like senorita feel on there.
Yeah, I was trying. I was just like,
you know what I mean? Like,
how you gonna do like suit and tie shit, bro?
It was basically grilled chicken with no seasonings.
Boiled chicken.
boiled chicken.
Boiled chicken. It was boiled chicken.
Because grilled chicken can still be good. Boiled
you
chicken.
should-
It was boiled chicken. Like I
Not
fuck
even
with
in a stew
I
or
fuck
nothing.
with chicken, but it was just boiled.
Boiled chicken. That was just biting cabbage.
It was just boiled chicken.
Just
like,
sad.
It was just sad.
Who'd you ask? You asked Harry Styles. That was it.
Harry, yeah. Harry's dope, but yeah, he's an entertainer, but he's a manufactured entertainer to me.
Shout out Tanner Adele. Like,
Oh, because she's on the album.
yeah, she's on that second track on the Blackbird cover. That's what I listened to that song. I was like, wow, like this is what I'd want to hear if like
Someone
a filled out, non stripped down version of Blackbird. Like that's exactly what I'd want because it has like nice harmonies when you throw them in. It was like out of left field for me because like I didn't think they would cover
No, I
that.
do
on a,
like
on
the
a country
style he
album.
goes down, or where he's leaning into that whatever style it is, genre. It's cool.
Okay, so I'm actually really impressed by this. The album was it styled Harry's House? Mm-hmm. He wrote 5 of the songs completely,
There you go.
solely written everything. So there, his hand definitely in there. And I also agree. When it comes to being made, he was the most talented. And there's always one that's the most talented. There's
And
your
I'm not
Beyonce,
saying
your
he
JT.
obviously had the raw talent to,
They
He's
see,
got the
they saw the
look.
potential to like.
Yeah,
So it's obvious he's been in the industry 10 plus at this time.
for sure.
I would hope you know how to write a song. You're a singer, you know what I mean? But
Maybe it's also because like he actually got the independence to like write and like make his own music versus where he's just singing other people's
Other
shit when
people's
he's like
shit. Yeah,
probably
yeah.
minimal input when he was in.
no, because
when
him
he was-
and Liam, whatever, they were able to, with their solo ventures, kind of do what they
they want to do.
Who's
wanna
that one
do.
other guy? The
Zayn.
Zayn.
Zayn. I like Zayn, but he just dropped off.
He's just like because it's kind of like
Pop,
only goes
like
so
weak
far.
pop,
Like
yeah.
you should be able to do better, but like I think
Yeah,
he
it was
gambled it
just-
on.
I
Like,
weak
do.
pop.
That's one of the things where, like, if you stay genuinely in the pop realm, the pop zone, and you do that, it's gonna like after
Fizzle.
Yeah, you just can't.
unless
like,
you're exceptional.
Yeah, you got. Well,
I
just
mean,
cutting
even
edge.
still,
like,
like
you got to be.
you think about MJ, and think about MJ from Off the Wall.
It was all different sounds.
Every single time it was a different sound, and there's a different MJ, different face, different outfit, different everything. You know what I mean? But then you take somebody who I'm not putting her down at all. But you take somebody like Katy Perry. How many times can you write a pop song and have it be like?
Bring on
she's
Juicy
actually
J.
super legit too. 'Cause she
She's
was
a
writing
great,
all her shit,
and she's also a great singer. She was a gospel
was a
singer.
good
Like it's a complete.
That's what I'm saying. The cream is gonna rise. All these people that are famous, they're famous for.
Because they're good.
They're good.
They're
if they sucked,
at the bare minimum, they
Yeah.
can do what they can do. You know?
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
beyond the age of Milli Vanilli, where it's like you
Exactly.
can have no talent.
you didn't do
Exactly.
it at all.
But I hate when people see people and they're like talentless, like an Olivia Rodrigo. Talentless.
She's fucking.
Like,
I mean,
You love her, but
second
by all
album
means,
not as
I'm
good,
into
but
it.
like she's very talented.
no, but
to
I hate
his
when people
point,
say
you can't be
talentless. It's
talentless.
like,
Is crazy.
she was the best of
What they're doing,
what
what
they
that
had.
is.
So this is, you know what I mean? She's obviously talented.
Disney kid, wasn't she?
I
Disney
believe
kid?
so. Yeah.
Even like when you get into things like 100 gex, like people might hear that and be like, I can. That's the always there.
Like,
thing.
that doesn't resonate
I
with
can
me at
do
all.
that. I'm like, no, you can't.
It's like you couldn't, and if you could,
'Cause you
then
could,
go
then you
fill up a
would've.
5,000
Exactly.
person auditorium
'Cause-
every other day.
With a very niche sound.
And this, because the statement you could, especially when it comes to anything in the art realm, you could is so like,
Yeah,
show
it's-
me.
it's
Like,
hard.
It's fucking hard, dude.
real hard.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
Because
like,
even people that are making it aren't making it until they actually like,
You're really
in the realm.
touring.
Yeah.
Hardcore.
Until you actually don't have to tour hardcore because you've gone beyond,
and that takes mad
Beyond
time.
say.
And
Mhm.
you
Yeah.
got to put in a lot of effort and a lot
Yeah.
of sleepless nights and a lot of ramen meals.
I mean, I do love ramen.
How many times a week though?
At one point in my life, 5 to 7 days a week.
Hey, I
How
was
many
eating.
ways can you freaking top a cup of noodles?
I think
so many
I-
ways actually. What do I have? What kind of toppings do I have in my household?
Whatever.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All day. All day.
Hey,
Hot
you one of those now,
sauces.
man?
Sean's like got hummus in his cup of noodle.
I'm gonna feel bloated for like 2 days after I eat a cup of noodles. I can
Your
still
fingers are all just puffy and
I can
shit.
still eat like tortillas 8 days a week, but
You refrain from wearing black after you eat cup of noodles because you'll have sweat stains on.
I'll have sweat stains regardless of what I wear.
And white rings around everything.
That's not the MSG. Don't worry about that.
The MSG. Dang, you can reuse it twice. That's actually a good product.
That's gross, dude. Oh my god.
Sorry.
Oh my god.